Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your December 2021 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll get to past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Also keep in mind that while I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as their energy, if you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer energy, and the Queen of Staves, which is Aries energy. So for some of you, I feel like this is saying that you definitely felt an emotional connection to this person. This is someone you might have even been friends with initially, and then you might have started to feel the feelings between the two of you start to grow. And with that Queen of Staves energy as well, I feel like this is saying that there's probably quite a bit of passion within those feelings as well. But I will say, given that this is beneath, for whatever reason, you might have actually held those feelings behind a little bit. So it could have been more of observing them and having the interest toward them, but maybe not necessarily expressing those feelings. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Three of Chalices. So this is also Cancer energy on this side. And obviously this is a very passionate energy here as well. I feel like this is saying that they saw a lot of potential within the connection between the two of you. The egg on the table there always makes me think of fertility, so the room for growth within the connection. So it looks like there's definitely mutual attraction for sure. Alright, in the present position on your side, we have Wisdom. So this is the equivalent of the High Priestess, and to see this come up in this position could just be saying that presently you're still possibly not talking to this person, because like I said in the past, I got the feeling that maybe you haven't expressed your feelings to this person. But maybe now you're just trying to rely on your intuition to see if maybe those feelings are reciprocated, or trying to figure out what the next best step should be within the connection. But what always stands out to me here is that we see her back turned to the person in the background with that book, and then we see that sword to me, which represents communication, which in a way I feel like this is saying that the opportunity for you to directly talk to them is there, but for whatever reason you might not be doing so. You could just be trying to intuitively figure out, okay, how's this person feeling, what should I do next, should I say it, should I not say it, right? Things along those lines. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Five of Wands. So this is Leo energy here, and with this card in particular, especially with the artwork here, I feel like this could be pointing to them possibly, especially if you're withdrawn and silent right now, they might be wondering, hey, is this person involved with someone else, so their mind could start wandering, and unfortunately for them, probably the more worst case scenario type of direction. Because I don't necessarily, with the artwork here between the two sides, I don't necessarily see that there is another person in the picture, but that could be what they're thinking if you're pulling back from them. And to be fair, it could just be saying that they're observing you, and maybe they are seeing you get a lot of attention too. So even if there is no romantic connection between those people, they just might see a lot of people around you and might just assume, okay, well, they must have someone else in mind. Alright, future energy on your side, we have the Four of Staves. So more Aries energy here, and it looks like this does represent you guys actually coming forward and expressing to this person how you're feeling, and it looks like there will actually be a lot of room for growth and potential within the connection in doing so. Four of Staves energy, or Four of Wands as it's called in some decks, represents that energy of growth, expansion, celebration. That's like a mixture of Mars and Jupiter energy for me, so definitely looks like a positive situation there. And future energy on their side, we have the King of Wands. So this is actually the court card for Leo. So a couple ways I see this playing out. To me, we see the Cancer energy there, and then of course in the zodiac after Cancer comes Leo, right? But with that Leo energy, it's not very necessarily very confident, right? But here with the King of Wands, it looks like they're growing in their confidence. So I would say the progression here shows that they're growing in their confidence and their feelings toward the connection. So pretty positive there as well. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have Temptation. So this is actually the equivalent of the Devil in traditional tarot, and that's Capricorn energy. So I will say just be on the lookout for the fact that there's going to be a Venus retrograde in December. So if we just look at the artwork alone, right, they're being pulled away from the cards on this side. So could just be as simple as you might start building the connection with this person, and then with the Venus retrograde, you might have an ex come back into the picture and actually, pull you away from the connection and possibly cause issues there. And for others, you just could even point to what was taking place in the past. Maybe you had some things that you need to heal from that might have pulled you away from the connection, and that could have been what this was about, and now you'll be moving toward more stability in the future. But yeah, when I saw this, my mind did first go to the fact that that Venus retrograde will be in Capricorn, so be on the lookout for that. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Seven of Swords. So this is actually Aquarius energy. And with traditional tarot, sometimes this could point to deception, but here, especially if you look at the artwork as well, this points more to a bit of a disconnect, but there is the room for growth. That's just saying that you might require a little bit of patience. So, the two of you might be slightly on different pages in the beginning, but as long as there's the desire there, which it does appear to be, especially in the future position, if nothing else, you guys should be able to overcome that pretty easily. And speaking of which, beneath that we actually have the Strength card, which is Leo energy. So more Leo energy here too. So for some of you, it could absolutely be a Leo that you're dealing with. But yeah, looks like there's definitely a room for growth. And beneath that, the Chariot too. So definitely pretty positive cards at the bottom of the deck beneath that 7. Alright, so moving on to your Oracle cards, we'll see what we get from the Aqua Moonlight deck. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and what I'm looking for here is unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And I'll look for jumpers initially, but if nothing comes up, worst case, I'll just put the deck down and we'll pull a card for each side. So let's see what we get. Alright, and that one go back in the deck. And next we'll see if we get one from them to you. Alright, and that one go back in the deck there. So let's see what we got on your side first. Okay, we have sadness. It says, I feel like I've lost you and I'm not coping well with it. So, interesting message there. I didn't necessarily get the vibe that the two of you were together in the past. It just looked like there was that mutual attraction. Funny enough, I feel like that energy would more support that Five of Wands energy I was talking about, where this person might start to assume that you have someone else in the picture if you're withdrawn. So, to be fair, maybe this is saying that that energy could be going on both sides, right? Where you're not communicating and you might be assuming they're with someone else, and vice versa. They might be thinking the same about you. But yeah, from what I'm seeing here, it definitely looks like there is some potential to get things back on track. So, hope that resonated. And then on their side, we have listen. It says, I'm telling you the truth. You can trust my words. So, again, funny enough, like I said, it doesn't seem like there's any communication between the two of you right now. But if maybe that's a concern of yours, right, and maybe if that's even why you're in that High Priestess energy, right, where maybe you're trying to observe this person, like, okay, can I trust them? Because to be fair, another way I could look at this Leo energy too is for you guys, Leo energy represents your 12th house. And sometimes when people have placements in your 12th house, you can have a bit of a reluctance to trust them sometimes. So if that's what's at play, hopefully those cards resonate with you in that regard. All right, and lastly, let's pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this one as well, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice to wrap up with. Oh, okay, looks like we got two cards actually. So let's see. Guys got Here and Now. There's the artwork, and the number is 32. And we have Yin. There's the artwork there, and the number is 2. Alright, so let's see what it says. Start with the Here and Now first. Okay, it says, being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. The Oracle's message. Everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. So, definitely a pretty positive message there, and it does make me think of that High Priestess energy, but hopefully I resonated. And the relationship message says it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now, one that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and the new day is dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So, pretty positive message there as well. I could see that resonating for both sides here too, if there's just a lack of confidence around the situation. And moving on to the yin messages, let's see what we get there. Okay, it says the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. So gathering information and taking in cues again makes me think of that High Priestess energy. The Oracle's message says this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. So, pretty positive message there as well. And the relationship message says, let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You'll be pleasantly surprised. So yeah, definitely a message of just staying open and receptive there. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.